Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dragon's Library. So today, I'm going to be talking about Hazbin Hotel. So, Hazbin Hotel is an animated series released on Amazon Prime in January of 2024. The show follows on from a popular pilot episode that was released on YouTube and proceeded to get picked up for a full release by A24 and Amazon. The show follows Charlie Morningstar, the daughter of Lucifer Morningstar, as she and her girlfriend Vaggie attempt to reform sinners in hell in order to offer an alternative to a yearly angelic extermination. After a disastrous launch interview where their only client, Angel Dust, is caught in a downtown riot, Charlie is approached by a mysterious radio demon Alistair, who agrees to help her with the hotel, providing additional aid in the form of two demonic servants, Nifty and Husk. The series has been hotly anticipated by most people who watch the pilot on YouTube. That episode was released in 2019 and currently has 99 million views. It's really hard to express just how impressive the idea of a YouTube animation pilot getting made into a full series is, but it was a really, really big deal. The creator of Hazbin Hotel has made several animated music videos and shorts, as well as a webcomic where many of the characters originate from. In addition, a second series called Hell of a Boss has already released 2 seasons on YouTube, and from my understanding, Amazon has also greenlit a season 2 for Hazbin Hotel. So we are getting more of this, which is nice. Man, it is really weird, though, to think that Amazon Prime is kind of becoming the go-to place for indie animation stuff, right? I mean, between this and Vox Machina, it almost feels wrong for one of the largest companies on Earth to be supporting what almost seem to be, like, Kickstarter-ish projects. I don't know. I'm not gonna complain, I guess, because I'm glad these projects are getting picked up. It's just weird. Still, I haven't given my opinion on how the show holds up. And the pilot was well animated with 2 excellent songs, so is the show as good? Yes? Okay, look, the show isn't perfect, but I really did like it. And I've rewatched it twice, so don't freak out. I clearly enjoyed this and I'm going to recommend it. It's just, there's a lot to like here, and I'd rather start with what I liked rather than my issues. And there are a handful of those. So first up is the animation. All of the first episode has some weird camera motion during the first song that makes the first 10 minutes or so a bit jarring. I'd say it's a little weird. I don't really know how to describe it. But aside from that, the show looks fantastic. Vivian Madrano, who is also known as Vivzy Pop, has this amazing vision of hell that's a sight to behold. I love her character designs, and all the demons look super distinctive. Alistair, the radio demon, is of course the show stealer, the overpowered radio demon who toppled overlords centuries older than him. He's the center of attention whenever he shows up, and I really liked his pissing matches with both Vox and later Lucifer, and the way he's constantly taunting half the people on screen at any one time. The other overlords we see, for those who don't know, overlords are sinners who have contracts that let them bargain for other sinners' souls to gain power, such as Carmilla and the V's are entertaining. I really like the Hazbin Hotel crew themselves. Charlie's upbeat attitude is weirdly effective. Vaggie is the overprotective second in command who's quick to violence. Angel Dust is a hot mess, but I really don't want to go too into him because he's one of, like, kind of the redeeming characters. So talking about his whole thing with Valentino is, plot stuff. Husk and Nifty are great. Husk is a dead inside barkeep who looks like a cat with wings. Nifty is just a crazy one-eyed mini Cyclops lady with bug arms. All the voice actors are bringing their A game, and of course we have to talk about the songs. Oh my god, holy shit, this soundtrack is amazing. Hazbin Hotel is basically like if a Disney movie from the late 90s, early 2000s was made into an R-rated TV show. Yeah, it's that good. From like their golden age shit. Each episode contains 2 separate songs, and basically all of them are amazing. Even the ones that I'm not like a huge fan of are still really, really good. Vivzy Pop has a serious knack for basically music video style stuff. That's always been a thing. If you haven't seen her animated music video of Die Young by Kesha, it was like one of the first things I ever saw by her. Even before she posted the Hazbin Hotel pilot, I'd actually seen that. It was really, really good. So, she knows what she's doing there. Songs, basically perfect. It's classic Disney kind of thing. My personal favorites were probably Respectless and Loser Baby. But my next 4 favorites are also just like right up there. So again, just so good. She really managed to capture that Disney musical vibe perfectly. And if nothing else, everyone should check out the soundtrack. So what did I dislike it? Okay. Despite great animation, good characters, and fantastic music, along with a pretty interesting core premise, the show is not perfect. Before I go into that, I want to go over the plot and see if you can see the issue. So we have the first episode, we get a twist that an angel was killed in a prior extermination, and Charlie goes to the leader of the angelic extermination to get them to endorse the hotel, but instead he says the next extermination is up to 6 months, and it's later revealed that's because of the dead angel they found. Combine this with 8 episodes and various subplots, such as including Serpentius joining the hotel, each of the side characters need to get some time, also the overlords are planning stuff, Alistair's doing his thing, and the V's are also plotting. And we have to do all of that in 8 episodes. Now, if your first thought is, wait, that doesn't seem like a lot of time for that much ground to cover in such a short, runtime. These are like 21-minute episodes, I believe. Yeah, you would be right. I want to make it clear that I do really enjoy the show. On paper, the story works to a degree. And on a moment-to-moment level, it is engaging, but it has no time for, building up the foundations for its big moments. So they just kind of come out of nowhere, and a lot of them don't feel earned. One of the main examples I can give is probably how Vaggie has this whole thing about how she needs to fight for love instead of fighting for vengeance, but it's we didn't have enough time to decide that she's actually fighting for vengeance. That's just not even established. Then there's this thing in episode 6 where Charlie has to go to heaven, have a trial to prove that Angel Dust has changed and is, redeemed himself. And there's this crying over where they watch them go out and Angel is, suddenly acting very different than he was prior. But we don't really see any of that growth. I mean, the episode before that was focused on Lucifer and Charlie's relationship. Episode 4 was about Husk and Angel, and sure, Angel had a minor breakthrough there, but he hadn't changed to the degree we see in episode 6. Before that, there was a minor trust exercise, but that also had the secondary focus of the Dead Angel subplot and the Overlord Carmilla. Then there was a tiny bit more in episode 2, but that's essentially it. Because the first episode focused on Charlie and the angelic extermination thing. After 2 small parts, episodes 2 or 3, then Husk's small talk with Angel and the song Loser Baby, Angel is suddenly magically better 2 episodes later. Also, all that happened in 5 months? That doesn't mean these episodes cover 5 months in the same number of episodes. It's just 5 months just passes. Time just does not feel real at all in these episodes. And the moment in the courtroom, yeah, Charlie's argument and song feel really cool, but Angel Dust's whole he's redeemed now thing doesn't feel as earned as it should. I get that they had a set episode count, but if they already knew they would get a second season, why not just make the first season about the redemption and then have the fallout of the trial and Dead Angel Exterminator be in season 2? Even if they got renewed midway through production, I feel like it would be better to use the time allotted to tell half this plot, but with better pacing. Now, I don't want anyone to think I dislike the show. I think the first half of this review easily shows I think is a great piece of animation. I can't see there being 10 things or, more than that beat this in the best shows of the year for 2024. However, I do hope that season 2 slows down, gives the story some breathing room, and allows things to go by at a more understandable pace. At least sprinkle in some episodes to build up character relationships and, express their mood so their big, I have changed moments don't come out of nowhere. Hazbin Hotel is a wonderful experience, but with better pacing, it could be basically as close to perfect as you can get, and that perfect show is so frustratingly close that it makes my teeth grate on edge, because this show has everything going for it. It just needs to understand that it's going to be around for a while. It just needs to slow down, take a breath. Still, a little bit of bad pacing. I mean, I'll watch this show a dozen more times. It gets a 9 out of 10 for me. Some people might rate it lower because they might think, well, it doesn't really earn this. But a lot of stuff works on paper, or can work with minor changes to flesh it out a bit better if it weren't so rushed. And I definitely think everyone should at least give the show a shot. So, yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. Moving on from there, we have the announcements. Hello, everybody. So hopefully I get this video out before the end of Sunday, and that means I'll be back to 2 a week. If not, well, I'm going to keep trying. Need to get back on schedule. Anyhow, coming up, we have Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I gotta get that review done. In addition to that, we also have the Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. I'm nearly finished with that. I just gotta find the last boss or the last 2 bosses, and that will be done easily this week. So look forward to both those reviews coming out in the future. Also, when it comes to book reviews, I am going to try and finish up The Book That Wouldn't Burn. It is by Mark Lawrence. I don't think I've read anything by him, but I am going to try and finish up that. It's just I got distracted, and it's also maybe not the best thing I've ever read. It's not the most engaging for me. So we'll have to see how that turns out. I'm going to try and finish that in the next few weeks. In addition, within about, 11 days, we're going to see the release of Dune Part 2. So look for that review. I'm going to try and get that out within a weekend of the movie releasing. I'm really, 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 really hyped for this. I'm going to go to it on release night with my dad. It's going to be a whole thing for us. My dad's like a big fan of like the original Doom movie, so look forward to all that stuff in the near future. Finally, we have the out card. There's a video YouTube recommends, and I should have the playlist up for just like the stuff for this year. It should only be this and one other thing right now, but it'll grow over time. So if you're watching this video later, there might be more stuff there. So check out my stuff. Go click on the subscribe or go to my channel, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.